Good morning and happy Monday. Welcome to another vlog. It is a crazy Monday here, sort of. So I have the day off today. The girls just started their spring break and we're having a whole snowstorm today. And not excessive. It's not really sticking, but it did overnight. It's wet. Definitely doesn't feel like spring, but I'm taking advantage today of just relaxing, resting, enjoying the day with the girls and getting some reading done. This weekend, I kind of mentioned on Saturday, but I had a speaking sort of facilitation job that I did on Saturday with young educators. And so I felt like I definitely needed Monday off, not only for the girls having starting the spring break, but also just to like have my full weekend. Public speaking is sometimes stressful for me. And so it's like a lot of buildup and a lot of weight, and then I do it and it feels great afterward, but I knew I was going to need the extra day, so I'm glad I took the day. Over this weekend, I finished 2 books, and it was a struggle because they were okay. So as I mentioned, maybe I mentioned it on my last vlog on Saturday, I don't remember. On Saturday, I finished Wonton Terror. I gave this a 3.75 because I really do like the series. I like Vivian Chin's writing. But this one just started to drag in the middle. At the beginning of this, I was really excited to hear like that the whodunit thing, the murder, right, happens right away, because then I didn't have to do so much like waiting for that. But then that left so much in the middle of like trying to gather evidence and who did it and who this person and that person, and just got to be a little bit much. So I'm not done with this series, but 3.75 for that. And then I picked up this book. Let's see if I can show it on my Kindle. I picked up the book Curated. Let's get it. There you go. That one right there. Curated by Nellie Wilson. I read another one of her books in October. It was a cozy book. It's called Needs More Time. And I read it. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I just read it because it looked kind of cute. And if you remember in October, maybe you don't remember, I don't know if I was vlogging then, but in October I did like all cozy, mystery, haunted, like Halloween themed books. And I wanted a fall romance. That's why I read that first one, Needs More Time. And I rated that 5 stars. I really liked her writing. Nellie Wilson is an educator who has picked up writing. She often writes around the pandemic and the effects of the pandemic. While that's not a draw for me, it's just part of her writing style. So Curated was about Emmy and Ryan, and they work in 2 separate parts of a university museum that begin to merge, and they have to share an office. They both are like equal position wise, and they hate each other to begin with, right? And so as we evolve, they start liking each other and dating, and I ended up rating this 2.5 stars, I want to say, because I did not see chemistry between Emmy and Ryan, to be honest. I just felt like this was what the book was going to be, and so they had to do it, but I did not see chemistry with them. I also feel like they kept referencing how big Ryan is, and he's from Minnesota, and I live in Minnesota, and it's like, it was his whole personality though, like, grew up in St. Cloud, played hockey. I mean, I guess it is kind of Minnesota guys, but like, it was just too much for the book, so I didn't love that. But I still like Nellie Wilson's writing, and so I would definitely go back to her. Before this clip, you probably are seeing some footage of me driving and going to Barnes & Noble yesterday on Sunday, which I did. And I had like 4 books in my hand ready to purchase. And then I was like, wait, these are $4 to $5 more than what I could buy on Amazon, and I can make my money go further. So I just put them down and like peruse what I would want to get and ordered it on Amazon. Those should be coming on Wednesday. So that's when I'm going to film my March reading plans and haul sort of. But in the meantime, I downloaded a couple of books from Kindle Unlimited. First, I downloaded Death by Dumpling. This is another Vivian Chin book. It's another one in the series. Sorry, my shoulder hurts. Like I said, I don't dislike Vivian Chin or her writing style. I just thought the other book didn't hit. So I have read Dim Sum of Fears before, Vivian Chin's book. And then I downloaded Haunting Adeline, which was a TikTok book recommended by my sister. I think it's going to be a spicy, haunted, scary, something weird. But I got that on Audible. And then I downloaded The Housemaid again because I want to read this and I haven't gotten a chance to. And I know it's not as good as the second one, sort of in that series. So I'm going to read it anyway. And then I still have, I finally got the book, The Rocky Road to Ruin, that I had heard about through my booktubers, and that came through on the library. So lots to read. But I'm taking a pause from cozy mysteries to go into fantasy. So last night I posted a poll on my Instagram about should I read Queen of Shadows, which is the next book in the Throne of Glass series that I need to read, or should I read Dance of Thieves? It was 50-50. So I just ended up reading Queen of Shadows. And so I am on chapter 4, about 30 pages in, and it's already so good. It's already moving quickly. Way better than Heir of Fire. We're back in with Arobynn, King of Assassins. We have Selena, who is failed her mission from the last one, and she goes to her old stomping grounds, basically has a meeting with the King of Assassins, and he has a new job for her. She just saw Cowell there, and she's trying to figure out why is he in her city, what's going on. And so it's like we are back, we are with people that we know. So I'm excited. I definitely won't finish it today or tomorrow or the next day, but I'll make a little dent in it. And so I'm excited to continue reading that, and then I'll start tearing down some of my books on my Kindle. I also bought a book on Kobo on Saturday, and I bought 6 Sweets Under. I know nothing about this cozy mystery. I just thought I wanted to read another cozy mystery, and so I was like, let me try it on my Kobo so I have enough time using it. What else? This week will be great. So I'm off today on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm working. Pretty full days, both days. A lot of paperwork stuff and meetings. And then Thursday and Friday, we are actually going to Chicago for like a spring break vacation. And so I definitely will take you guys along. I'll be reading in the hotel room. I don't read in the car, but I could probably do an Audible. And I don't know where a Barnes & Noble is there, but my goal is to find one because I love to go to different cities and look for the Barnes & Noble. So that's kind of what's happening today. Like I said, the book is going really well. Me and the girls we just got back from Whole Foods. We're going to make some homemade sushi because I got Kennedy a sushi kit for Christmas. Kennedy's my 15-year-old, Reagan's my 9-year-old. So we're going to make sushi, just like some California rolls. And then, I'm going to be doing some reading. But now I'm going to exercise, continue to make the most of this wonderful day off. So glad I did this for myself. You got to do it. Anyway, I'll check in a little while. Good morning and happy Tuesday. I am here back at work now. It wasn't that much that I missed yesterday. My emails were kind of crazy, but getting through that. I have a couple meetings today. Luckily, I was able to shift some meetings today, so I have more time to do like the admin part of my job, and not have to worry about, meeting all day, because that takes away from what you actually need to do, the work. So I'm on a quick break before I have a call, and just wanted to update. So I started 2 books yesterday. So as you guys know, I started Queen of Shadows. This is my book 5 in the Throne of Glass. Again, I read the prequel, Assassin's Blade, first, so everything gets pushed back in the series. I highly recommend that. I've said it many times, like if you're going to read this series, that prequel is almost necessary to like get invested in the world. I am on page 110, chapter 13, and this book is so much better than Heir of Fire. We're getting back to the core and basis of what this whole series was about. We've got Selena, she's back in her old city. We've got the King of Assassins, Arobynn, asking her to do another job. We've got some old characters coming up. We've got Cowell, who's now working with Selena. He's come to her city. He's no longer working for the king. So like there's a lot going on, but in the best way, not in the chaotic way of the last series. So started that. So this is like I have well-lit area to read, and I'm up book. Then I got the book Rocky Road to Ruin. It's an ice cream shop mystery. I'd heard about this on BookTube, and it came available at my library. I got it through Libby, and it is really good. It's starting off nice. I'm only on page 28. This is like my nighttime, the lights are off in the bed book, and it's a nice, easy read. Easy meaning, like there's not a lot of convoluted meanings. It's just like a straight through sort of book. And so reading that. And then on my audio, I'm listening to Neon Gods. I'm not in a race with that one, but I do want to listen to something in my downtime, so that's what I'm listening to. I tried to start Haunting Adeline yesterday, and no. When it was on TikTok, they said there were some triggers, and I'm not super sensitive to when people say trigger warning. I'm just like, okay, I'll read it and see what it is. No, trigger warning. So I'm not going to read that book. My sister's reading it, and we were going to read it together, but it's not going to work for me. Yeah, it's a little too gruesome, so not interested. Anyway, that is what I am doing this morning, and yeah, I will check in later today. I feel like I need to check in more than once a day, so I will do that. Okay, it is after the work day. I ended my day and then took Ray, to my youngest, to like an indoor playground. It's still very snowy here, but it is spring break. Like I said, we're going to Chicago later this week, so just trying to do some fun things. Anyway, I got another like 80 so pages read while I was there, and I guess I'm going to read 100 pages a night from this because I have other books that I want to read, and there are 600-ish pages, so that'll take me about a week. Anyway, this is so much better than Heir of Fire. It's really, really good. And I'm so angry at Cal. So if you're reading this or you have read it, you know that Cal shows back up. Cal and Selena had like a definite relationship in the second book, my third book. And now there's this other girl that supposedly he used to date, and now she's on his side as they're trying to like counteract sort of what Selena's doing and work with him at the same time. And why are they low-key flirting? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that Cal's doing this. I want to believe he's a good guy, but I don't know, I'm not seeing it, so we shall see. So I'm going to read more of that, and then what else am I going to read? I'm going to read the Rocky Road Ruin, whatever it is, the Cozy Mystery on my Kindle after I get my 100 pages done here. So just trying to get through the 2 books, and I've paused on audio. Like I said, I was kind of listening to Neon Gods, but this is not a good week for it because it is spring break week, and so like most of my downtime, I'm bringing my computer downstairs so that the girls aren't just hanging by themselves and doing work, and so I don't have time to listen to the story, but I can listen to it next week. And yeah, I'm kind of going slow this month on books, and it's only the 7th. I know I'll pick up as soon as we get like around the 20th, but this is only my 3rd book this month that I'm reading, so we shall see. All right, that's it for Tuesday. I will check in again tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Checking in today. We are getting excited here for our Chicago trip. Everybody's home today, so I am doing this in a different location, but I wanted to update you on what I read yesterday. So I am still in Queen of Shadows. I think I updated a little bit when I got back from the library, because that's where the indoor playhouse was. I took Reagan, but I ended up getting to page 201 yesterday, and I think my plan for this is to read about 100 pages a day because it will get me through the book in about a week. As I stated, it's really good, and I didn't have to stop at 100 pages, but I chose to because I'm reading another book on the Kindle, and so I didn't want to burn out, but I really could have gone on with this because it is way more engaging than Heir of Fire. So if you're also reading this series, what I've noticed with Sarah J. Maas's books is that if one doesn't hit, like, keep going because they will get back on track. So just keep going with the series, whichever one you're in, because I want to say ACOTAR kind of had the same thing where there were some books that were more of a lull, but they pick up, and some of them are just filler books. I think that's the World of Fantasy series. So excited to read this and then to go to the next one and eventually pick up Dance of Thieves because all of those things. Then I was reading more of, was it Rocky Road Ruin? And really enjoying that book as well. I'm just pulling it up, but I'm not showing you just yet because I did purchase something that I didn't need, but it's going to be great. So I did pick up, finally, that 8-inch Kindle in pink. that I was looking for. And when it came, I forewarned my family because I have a lot of Kindles. And if you haven't seen my e-reader collection video, make sure you check that out. But I did trade in 3 Kindles to get this one because the other Kindles were older and we weren't being used. So I feel like it was like an even trade. But I ended up reading until page about 103 in The Rocky Road to Ruin. And this is the Ice Cream Shop Mystery. I think this is book 1. And so it does give a little bit of that book 1 vibe when you think about a cozy mystery. There's a lot of character introduction, a lot of backstory on how all the characters are connected and how they know each other. But the story is moving at a good pace. It's about 341 pages. So with our trip coming up, I think both of these books can be done by the end of the weekend. As I said too, I paused the listening to Neon Gods because this is a weird week with spring break and the girls being home and our trip, so it's hard for me to just like plug into an audiobook right now. And I might have a chance to on our drive to Chicago, so who's to say. But that's kind of my plan today, is to continue with both of these books, reading about 100 more pages of Queen of Shadows and seeing how far I can get on Rocky Road to Ruin. I don't have the same reading plan with Rocky Road to Ruin as I do with Queen of Shadows because Rocky Road to Ruin is a bit shorter. It's just about reading it at night. And yeah, today I am wearing blue light glasses because the Kindle Fire has that blue light, which can be harsh.
And you look good.
Which can be harsh. And so I noticed yesterday my eyes were already starting to hurt a little bit and a little bit of a headache. So I'm going to wear these today. But comment down below too if you want a Kindle Fire versus Paperwhite video. Happy to do that and talk about the differences. If you haven't checked out my Kobo versus Kindle video, that is also uploaded on my channel, and I will link that in the cards. Anyway, that's all for now, and I will come back later in the day. Hey guys, and happy Thursday. I am in a new location and it's been a long day. It's about 8 something at night and we are in Chicago. So I inserted some driving in clips, and today we kind of got to the hotel, went to Magnificent Mile area, had dinner at Jollibee, which we really wanted to try. I missed my reading sprints today, so I'm a little sad, but they are on YouTube, so I'm going to come back to them. And I'm going to pick this up while everybody's kind of chilling out. Yesterday, I got to about page 247, and so I was just shy of my 100-page mark, so I'm going to keep pushing away at this. But yeah, those are my updates for right now. A real short clip for Thursday, and I will check in tomorrow. Hey guys, happy Friday. We are still in Chicago, and I did get about 50 pages read last night in Queen of Shadows. So that was good. It's getting to a little bit of a lull point of the book where we're reaching toward the climax, and so just a lot of little bits and pieces from each of the characters happening. It's hard to like explain this book as I go through it. I'll probably just have to like talk about it when I'm done. As I said before, definitely better than Heir of Fire. It sounds like they're trying to put a little romance between Selena or Eileen and Rowan, but like very, very lightly. Clearly she's interested, but they haven't like talked about a dating romance or anything like that. So I don't know how that would actually work. Anyway, so that's what I did so far. On the way down to Chicago, it's about 5-ish hours. And then halfway through, I popped in Daisy Jones and the Six on my Audible, and oh my gosh, it is so good. I have like about an hour left to go, and I listened to it at a faster speed, like 1.8. I started at 2 speed, but it was just going too fast, and so I went down to 1.8, and that cuts the book time in half, but also I could just like follow it better. And So good. At this point, I feel like I know what's going to happen with Billy and Daisy, and I am not a fan of Daisy. I don't like her arrogance. I don't like her like feeling like she can take it all and do it all. I don't like that. And then Billy, I actually really like him, but I know I'm about to not like him because I think he's gonna cheat on Camilla with Daisy. So that's kind of where I am in it. And I think we're like in 1978 right now. So they are on their tour. Daisy has just joined the band officially. She wants to write with Billy. And so we'll see where it goes, but really like it. I also have the actual book, so I just wanted that. And I definitely will watch the series, but I did a Google search of like, what do they look like, the cast, and it's nothing of what I pictured. And so that's a little disappointing. So that's where we are for right now. I'll try to get some clips around Chicago today. We're gonna do some walking around. We have some places to be and places to go, so it'll be fun. Guys, and happy Saturday. I'm hopping on really quick to end this vlog. I have like so many pieces to spice together for this very busy weekend, but we are back home. It was a great trip. I didn't get much reading done, but I did finish Daisy Jones and the Six on the audio on the way home. I'm gonna give that 5 stars. Really enjoyed the book in general. Still didn't like Daisy, and I know a lot of people don't like Billy, or I've heard that, and I didn't see that. I just didn't like Daisy and the way she was trying to like push situations, and yeah, so I will talk more about that, I think, at the start of my next vlog maybe, but comment down below if you read that book and what you thought about it. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, please share my channel, and we see you in the next one. Bye guys.